Welcome to the Nonprofit Founders Club, where founders who have said, I have my 501c3, now what? Begins building the nonprofit they envisioned and helping the people they are called to serve, all without being the sole funder. Welcome to the Nonprofit Founders Club. We are starting a series on social media and nonprofits. I want us to explore what role social media plays in nonprofit work through strategy, how to use it efficiently and effectively through the donor journey, and how to set your social media up for success through the social media worksheet. And last, what mistakes to avoid with your social accounts. So, a new nonprofit's social media strategy to gain funding. Let's talk about what that is. It's no secret that social media is a powerful tool. Whether you're a for-profit business or a nonprofit, social media can help you reach your goals. For nonprofits, social media can help with fundraising, donor relations, organizational branding, and so much more. But it's not as simple as setting up accounts and posting away. You need a strategy if you want to make the most of social media for your nonprofit. So, we're going to talk about the basics of nonprofit social media strategy and give you some tips for getting started. So, first of all, we start with strategy. One of the common mistakes that nonprofits make with the use of social media is that they jump on a platform because they think they just have to, and begin posting things haphazardly. They are quickly discouraged, or they get overwhelmed when they don't have any strategy. To be successful with social media, your nonprofit needs to make a plan that is organized and well thought through so that you are able to achieve your goals for this medium. An overall social media strategy is usually needed. So what are your purpose and goals? Since everything in a particular social media platform is owned by the platform, the ultimate goal of any nonprofit is to convert those potential donors or actual donors to places that you own, like your own donor list. But to do that, you may want some more concrete goals. So let's start with determine the organizational goals your social media will support. These goals should be connected to your strategic and fundraising plans and goals. Is it donor acquisition, retention, awareness, or supporting a fundraising goal? You can have multiple goals, so write them down as SMART goals. That's the specific, measurable, attainable, related, and time sensitive or time constrained goals. So determine your goals and metrics for social media. And to give you some ideas, let's talk about the most common reasons that nonprofits are on social media. So in order to determine your goals, you may be wondering why nonprofits get on social media if because everyone is doing it isn't a reason. And that's what I'm telling you. Just because someone says you need to be somewhere doesn't necessarily mean you need to be somewhere. So how do we figure it out? Well, here are some common reasons nonprofits think they should use social media. So first of all, fundraising. And what you're going to be measuring here are your engagements on fundraising posts. You're going to track conversions from seeing a post and actually taking action and donating. Brand awareness. We always hear nonprofits, they want awareness. So social media is the place to go. You're going to measure that with reach. Recruiting volunteers. So you're going to look at the engagement on volunteer posts, and you're going to track conversions. How many people like or comment on a post actually become volunteers? Or maybe you just need to share some news. And in that case, you're looking at your engagement rate. All right, so what are your strategic reasons for being on social media? What is your purpose for being on social media? What do you want social media to do for your organization? These are things you need to think about and get clarity on. So, in general, there are 7 strategic reasons that nonprofits are on social media. So, the first one, increase your nonprofit brand awareness. Number 2, drive traffic to your website. Number 3, fund new volunteers. Number 4, grow revenue either through donations or signups for direct services. So you're talking about either the donor side or the client side. Number 5, boost brand engagement. So you want to have people looking at your page and liking and commenting and sharing it. That's what boosting brand engagement is. Build a community around your nonprofit. So maybe you want to start a group or even just some like-minded people on your page that can help build that sense of community around your cause. And then number 7, you want to increase mentions in the press. Yes, social media can do that for you. All right, next we want to look at where does this platform fit into your funnel? So let's talk about funnels for just a minute. This might be a new concept. So a funnel is a way of expressing the journey your audience takes when interacting with your organization. It's usually visualized as an upside down triangle. The top of the funnel is the biggest part of the funnel and is typically used to attract people to your nonprofit. The very bottom of the funnel is smaller and represents people who have taken action and converted to the goal of your funnel. If acquiring donors is your goal, the bottom of the funnel is those people who have converted to donors. If donor retention is the goal, converting donors to loyal advocates would be the ultimate goal at the bottom of your funnel. So typically, social media fits into the ideal donor attraction top of the funnel. All right, let's talk about your audience. First, you need to decide on an audience. This is really important. You need to know who you're going to be talking to. And I would narrow it down to 1, maybe 2. So maybe donors and volunteers, because they can be very similar. It's really hard to talk to donors and clients on the same page. So just so you know. All right, so who do you want to reach on social media? And this is more about the demographics, about the type of person that you want to reach. This, if you're doing ideal donor, this is going to be the characteristics of your ideal donor. You have a wide variety of people you can reach, but depending on your goals, everyone wouldn't be appropriate. I hear that a lot. Well, we just want to reach everyone. Not everyone is going to like you and trust you and move through your funnel. There's people out there that probably don't even like your cause. So trying to make them like you is not going to happen. But let's find those people that really do like you, that really value what you're doing in the world. Let's find them they're going to be a whole lot easier to talk to. All right, since nonprofits don't usually have a shortage of clients, I recommend using social media to find your ideal donor, attract your ideal donor, and convert potential ideal donors to donors. So determining who you want to reach and for what purpose will help you when it's time to decide on the platform. So most often social media is going to be looking for your ideal donor and talking to that person. All right, so nonprofits also try to make their page appeal to clients, volunteers, board members, everyone. So there are pitfalls of trying to do more than one audience that aren't similar. When you choose very different audiences, you confuse the algorithm and your page won't grow because the algorithm can't send your posts out to lookalike audiences. We're going to talk more in this series about lookalike audiences and the algorithm, but what I really want you to know and understand and take away from this is that if you try to do too many very, very different audiences, what you're going to do is make it almost impossible for that algorithm, like the Facebook algorithm, to find similar people to send out the post to, which is what we call organic reach. And organic reach is free reach. So we always want organic reach when we can get it. All right, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to need to do, and that is determine your platform. You are now ready to decide on the best platform for your goals and audience. So let's talk about the 3 main channels nonprofits choose. And here are some things to consider when deciding on the one main social media channel you are going to use. Instagram. It is a highly visual network for static images and short videos. It is great at boosting awareness and engagement. It boasts an audience of 18 to 35-year-olds, and because of that demographic, and because of that particular demographic, it works well to get volunteers. 18 to 35-year-olds believe volunteering time is the same as donating money. It's not really a platform designed to help you grow revenue. Instagram is not optimal for driving blog or website traffic because you can't insert links. Next is Facebook. Facebook is great at building community and helping you grow revenue through donation appeals. Since people aged 40 plus are the largest audience on Facebook, donors are most likely to be on that platform. So we talk about why this is in the ideal donor lesson and challenge in the Nonprofit Founders Club free Facebook group. Facebook's content is mainly geared towards news and entertainment. The current emphasis is on video content, especially Reels. So note also that Facebook currently sends more website referral traffic than any other social media channel. Next, let's take a look at LinkedIn. And it is great at attracting business sponsorships and support and finding board members. Its main content is sharing industry articles and general professional content. So now knowing what each platform is built for, you can now look at your ideal donor or who it is you want to reach and figure out where most of those people are going to be. Was it going to be Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or some other channel? You may be thinking about something else, and that's okay. Just make sure it's where your people are. All right. That's it for this episode. Join me next episode when we work through the social media strategy worksheet, and there'll be a free download so that you can start really honing in on what social media platform you want and what the purpose is. And we're going to talk a little bit about content. So join me next time in the next episode. Until then, get to work. That's it for the Nonprofit Founders Club podcast. Hit subscribe so you won't miss the next episode. In the meantime, keep building your nonprofit so you can help those you are called to serve.